Okay.
Have any of you ever questioned your connection to organized religion? Or if you even needed it at all in a journey to become spiritually enlightened? I'd like to discuss with you today why organized religion is not necessary to obtain spiritual enlightenment. On my own journey through life, I've spent countless hours questioning this very philosophical topic. I grew up in a family that didn't really embrace religion or spirituality in any way. As I grew older, I sought answers. I wondered where I belonged in this respect. It took me many years to discover the very things I'm about to share with you. This is a topic in which many people ponder at some point in their lives. It provides meaning and purpose to life in a sense that nothing else can. To people who have not yet discovered spirituality, it's often a misconception that spirituality and religion are one and the same. However, while it is necessary to acknowledge a higher power, it's not necessary to be a part of an organized religion to embrace spiritual enlightenment. For example, many American Indian tribes did not practice organized religion, but they did have a strong spiritual connection to Mother Earth and to each other. They weren't compelled by any book or prophet, but rather by an invisible force from within themselves. Spirituality is the key to a higher level of consciousness, to understanding human purpose and in recognizing the true meaning of life. There are three main laws that need to be addressed and adhered to in order for one to obtain spiritual enlightenment. These laws are the law of morals, the spiritual laws, and the law of nature. Let's start off by talking about the law of morals. Morals are the fundamental elements for which the possibility of spiritual enlightenment originates within the human mind and soul. Without the morals, it's not possible to become spiritual. The embracing of morals compels people to seek out the truth through spirituality and in turn opens the door to reaching a higher consciousness. The denial of morals compels people to seek out means of justifying their actions. For example, even if someone knows that something is immoral, they may seek out others or organizations to help to validate their actions, which in turn closes a door to spiritual awakening. Only good morals lead to a truly meaningful life. Morals are the key to spiritual enlightenment, but they're only the beginning. Now let's take a look at the spiritual laws. Spiritual laws are invisible to the human sight, but their presence is definite. These laws apply throughout the spiritual spectrum. These laws are without discrimination to culture, race, religion, or gender. They are not biased, nor do they hinder any man more supreme than another. These laws apply to everyone, everywhere in the world. Whether or not they accept them is up to the individual. Among these spiritual laws falls ethics. Ethics are an important part of the foundation of human harmony. The presence of virtue and vice provides people with an opportunity to seek out a higher level of consciousness. Vice people recognize the folly in it and can direct them towards virtue. It also delves into the concept that acting unethically not only hurts others, but the person producing the action even more so. The great philosopher Socrates states, "When we treat someone unethically and escape unpunished, we hurt ourselves more than we hurt our victim." Socrates believes that the unethical actions weaken our abilities to act ethically in the future, thus preventing the presence of a healthy soul. Spirituality cannot be reached if a person does not possess a healthy soul. Another huge part of spiritual laws is intentions. An action may be ethical in the eyes of others, but it is the intentions behind these actions that really determine whether it actually is ethical or not. An ethical action performed with unethical intentions is not ethical at all. A person must want to do something for the right reasons and not for the outcome of the actions. Action based on unethical intentions will serve no purpose other than a blockade for spiritual enlightenment. Intentions are a crucial part of spirituality, among others. The law of compensation is a spiritual law that helps bring validation to all aspects of spirituality. This law's concept, the concept is that gain on part of one person means loss for someone else. All people are within a cycle that brings justification or repercussion for their actions. When someone harms another, the cycle will eventually harm them. This means that their gain has become their loss as well. Ralph Waldo Emerson says it best by stating, "To gratify the senses, we sever the pleasures of the senses from the needs of the character." In other words, taking something for pleasure or personal gain is not always what's best or right and may actually be harmful in the long run. And last but not least is the law of nature. It's been poured into us as blood, it convulsed us as pain, it slid into us as pleasure, and enveloped us in dull, melancholy days of cheerful labor. We did not guess its essence until after a long time. This statement, made by Ralph Waldo Emerson, offers insight into the importance and appreciation for nature. People have so many contributors to the distraction from reality. Being caught up in emotions, personal desires, and monetary gain has caused the neglect of one thing that sustains human life, which is Mother Earth. As the soul of a man deteriorates, the life force dies as well. If nature does not exist, neither does man. Having appreciation for nature's role in life is another key to spirituality, because being connected to one's life force and respecting that life force provides insight into spiritual enlightenment. A polluted world produces a polluted society. When the earth is polluted, and society as well, we begin to back away from the truth and enlightenment instead of heading toward it. None of these fundamental aspects of spirituality alone will provide a person with spiritual enlightenment, but rather they must be used in accordance with each other, for they are all connected and not one a separate entity. They are all building blocks for spiritual salvation. However, belonging to an organized religion is not necessary at all to attain spiritual enlightenment. Spirituality is the key to a higher level of consciousness, to understanding human purpose, and in recognizing the true meaning of life. People are always searching for answers. They're searching for the truth, but by embracing spirituality wholeheartedly and with an open mind, the truth will not only be revealed, but it will seek out those who embrace it and set them free. These laws are all anyone would ever need to attain the same salvation that religion promises. That's it.
Okay. And